Starting pitching has been really interesting in Major League Baseball in 2024. The start of this season, we saw long-term injuries to Spencer Strider and Shane Bieber, as well as many others, as they joined Sandy Alcantara, Shane McClanahan, and several other starting pitchers that were already going to miss this season. To add to it, we've seen drop-offs from Cy Young caliber players like Pablo Lopez and Blake Snell. But through it all, we've seen a ton of pitchers emerge to really lead their teams in 2024, which is making the big story really across Major League Baseball that 2024 is the year of the breakout starter. We've got 12 guys to look at. Let's go. Let's check it out. How about Eric Fety of the Chicago White Sox? Yes, there's a White Sox on this list. And it's his combination of pitches, sinker, cutter, sweeper, changeup, that makes Eric Fety so good for the White Sox in his return to Major League Baseball from Korea. And his numbers have been very impressive. 5-1 on a really bad White Sox team, 3.09 ERA, 87 1/3 innings at time of recording, 83 Ks, a 235 batting average against. It's that pitch mix that's working so well for Fety. He throws any pitch at any time, and that is what's making him so effective in his return to Major League Baseball, and is a prime candidate for any team to acquire at the trade deadline. Blanco has been absolutely outstanding for the Houston Astros. No hitting the Toronto Blue Jays earlier in the year. He was very close to another no-hitter, going 7 innings just the other week. He's been very good, and it's his slider changeup combination had been so good for him. His fastball is still decent, but the slider changeup has been absolutely incredible. Breaking ball in the 98th percentile in terms of runs prevented. Off speed in the 97th percentile, as he's gone 7-2 with a 2.43 ERA, 75 strikeouts, and an unheard of 165 batting average against. Blanco is one of the few reasons why the Astros are still hanging on in the wild card race. Yes, the Los Angeles Dodgers were always going to be good, but their pitching hasn't been nearly as good as what some were predicting. Now with Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the injured list, it's been Gavin Stone who's really stepped up for the Dodgers. The young righty has been electric. 7-2, a 3.01 ERA, 56 strikeouts, and a 238 batting average against, but it's fastball changeup for Gavin Stone. Fastball is in the 86th percentile, changeup in the 88th percentile. He has been very effective at limiting hard contact, and it's one of the reasons why the Dodgers are still humming along in the NL West. I love it when a guy has a highly effective curveball. I love throwing the curveball. I love watching the curveball. Jake Irvin and the Washington Nationals is that dude. He has been very effective. And as the Washington Nationals are hanging on the wild card race and have the potential to bring up some highly thought of prospects, Jake Irvin is leading the way for the rotation. 5-5 with a 3 ERA, 69 strikeouts, and 225 batting average against. But it is that curveball that he throws 33% of the time that is the big difference maker for Jake Irvin. How about the guy who just signed a new 4-year contract extension with the Phillies? Christopher Sanchez, lefty for them, has been so effective, partnering with another guy who's coming up later on this list. But it's the sinker changeup combination for Christopher Sanchez that's been very good. I wonder else who throws that with the Phillies. He has been so good this season. 4-3, the 2.91 ERA, 66 strikeouts, a 2.71 batting average against, kind of maybe is a bit of a hit against him, but the off-speed pitch being in the 97th percentile in terms of run prevention. Christopher Sanchez has been very good, establishing himself in the Phillies rotation and giving them 4 bona fide guys in that rotation. For me, maybe coach of the year should be pitching coach Andrew Bailey for the Boston Red Sox and what he's done with that pitching staff. And there's no better example of that than starter Tanner Houck for the Red Sox. 7-5 with an incredible 2.08 ERA with 87 strikeouts and a 2.08 batting average against. It's all about slider and splitter, something that Andrew Bailey himself was very good with. 100th percentile in terms of breaking ball. The best slider in baseball at the moment. 95th percentile in terms of the off-speed pitch. That's the splitter. You know he's been throwing that a ton. Combined with that kind of funky delivery from Houck, very good fastball movement as well. Tanner Houck has taken his game to an all-new level for the Red Sox and is keeping them right in the race for a playoff spot. If you've always got baseball in your brain, then you need to be subscribed to 3 Up, 3 Down for all of your baseball content. So hit that subscribe button and let's get back to the action. The Cubs rotation was supposed to be very good this season as well, and Javier Assad has really stepped up to help fulfill that potential for the Cubs. 4-2, the 2.75 ERA, 79 strikeouts. Another guy with a lower batting average against at 2.25. He lives on location and movement. Javier Assad is not a guy who's going to blow you away. He's an old school throwback kind of pitcher who really knows how to locate, a la a Greg Maddux. Javier Assad has really taken his game to a new level for the Cubs, and it's been very impressive for them and has really helped them overcome some of the flaws in their team this season. How about a guy who's got an 8-pitch mix, according to Baseball Savant? How about Kansas City Royals starter Seth Lugo, the first starter who had 10 wins this season? He is 10-2, a 2.40 ERA in 97 innings, 79 strikeouts at 2.24 batting average against. It is all about fastball, breaking ball for Seth Lugo, and he throws a ton of different breaking balls. 94th percentile with the fastball, 99th percentile with the breaking ball. Seth Lugo is another one with his big overhand curveball, but he mixes it with a ton of other things. Sliders, sweepers, everything you can name. Seth Lugo is throwing the kitchen sink at you, and he has been highly effective for a very surprising Royals team. How about the guy who's been doing the best impression of Garrett Cole this season, and it's Luis Gil for the New York Yankees. The youngster has been tremendous for the Yankees and has really helped them establish himself at the top of the AL East. Gil is 9-1 with a 2.03 ERA. This is a guy that's going to punch you out. 96 strikeouts, a 142 batting average against. Yes, he throws a very good slider as well, but for Gil, it is all about that fastball, touching 100 miles per hour, consistently sitting in that 97 to 100 range. He has been very, very impressive for the Yankees. Hopefully they can limit his innings in the second half here a little bit so they can extend him for the entire season and have him available for a playoff spot. A guy who we may have said has broken out before but has really taken his game to a whole new level is Detroit Tigers starter Tarik Skubal. Skubal has been absolutely fantastic, picking up where he left off after returning from injury last season. 8-2 for the Tigers and a 2.20 ERA. He's got 98 strikeouts, and that 197 batting average against is very impressive. Four-seam, sinker, change, and it is all about velocity from the left side for Skubal. That fastball has been absolutely wicked for him, and he has a ton of movement on the slider. Skubal has established himself as one of the best starters in baseball, if not potentially the AL Cy Young Award winner in 2024. My favorite pitcher in baseball this year, Shota Imanaga. He has really established himself with the fans and on the field. The unheralded signing from Japan, Imanaga, really stepped up in the offseason and endeared himself to Cubs fans and all baseball fans, and he has backed it up on the mound. 7-1 with a 1.89 ERA. Imanaga has been incredible. 78 strikeouts, a 2.21 batting average against. His fastball is in the 99th percentile in terms of run prevention, which is incredible because he doesn't throw that hard, 91, 92, but it shows how a high spin fastball can be highly effective in the major leagues. You don't need to throw 100 and start blowing arms out. Imanaga has been so fun to watch with the Cubs and has really endeared himself to baseball fans across the country. And lastly is that other Philly that we have to talk about, potentially the NL Cy Young Award winner, Ranger Suarez has taken his game to a whole new level. He is healthy. He wasn't last season. He was very good the end of last season, and he's just carried it into 2024 and been probably the best pitcher across baseball this season. 10-1 with a 1.77 ERA, 91 strikeouts, a 1.86 batting average against. He's got that 5-pitch mix, but unlike so many guys across baseball, he's not throwing a slider. He throws a cutter, but really no slider, which really makes Suarez different than a lot of lefties across baseball. But every pitch he throws has been so effective. Fastballs in the 92nd percentile, breaking ball in the 88th percentile, and off speed in the 96th percentile with that devastating changeup. Ranger Suarez is easily the biggest surprise and breakout star in baseball in the starting rotation in 2024. If you think I've missed someone who's broken out for your team this season, make sure you comment down below and let me know. As always, I appreciate you making it all the way through the video here on 3 Up, 3 Down. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel for all kinds of baseball content, and go check out some of my previous content as we talked about the worth of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., we've talked expansion, we've talked all kinds of baseball right here on 3 Up, 3 Down. So until next time, take care, everyone.